What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Prep Diaries. This is episode 2. Don't mind my bare face. It is early in the morning and I am getting ready to do my cardio. So I did kind of want to walk you guys through my little morning routine that I've been doing. So first things first, I always wake up and I pull up my computer first thing and I do about 30 minutes of just computer work, responding to emails that may have come through the night before or overnight, because I do have international clients. But yes, I do that. And then I get up, I put on my cardio clothes, put my hair up, which I still gotta do. I always fill up my hydro jug because I like to drink a full one of these like at least before noon. Usually I finish it a little earlier, but it's about a half gallon. And then I also make my little pre-cardio cocktail. So I've been doing my cardio fasted, and before anybody asks, fasted cardio versus doing cardio in like a fed state or any other time of the day when you have food in your system, there's not a huge like difference. It's not like one is superior to the other. I personally I've been liking doing my cardio fasted in the morning. I only have 30 minutes right now, so I'm gonna do it on my Peloton, and I just like doing it fasted because, to be honest, my day is really busy today, so I like doing it first thing in the morning, especially with my work. I'm on a video a lot of the day, so it's hard for me to just do cardio and get really sweaty in the middle of the day and then go right back to work, right? So I like doing it first thing in the morning and getting it over with and out of the way, and it just sets a really good tone for the day too. And I always tell my clients who, like, especially my really busy clients, who have a hard time fitting in things to their schedule, such as cardio workouts, I always say, if you can, do it in the morning. It's gonna require you maybe to wake up a little earlier, but like, it feels so good to just get it done and out of the way with in the morning, and then you have the rest of the day and you just feel so good about yourself. So I do my cardio in the morning, currently fasted, and then I'll train later in the day. But I'll show you guys the little pre-workout cocktail I'm gonna make. It's literally just a little bit of flavor, water flavor enhancer, and then some BCAAs, some aminos, and it tastes really good. So I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna do my cardio, and then I've got a busy day ahead. Oh, I did also want to mention, so I just weighed in, obviously, because it's the first thing in the morning. I weigh in first thing, before food, before water, all that. And I've been a little frustrated, not gonna lie, because my weight's been like the same the past few days. And like, I like to practice what I preach as a coach, and I always tell my clients, if you're following the plan to a T and your weight's staying the same, like, do not freak out. It's gonna eventually drop. I think part of it has to do with I trained legs yesterday. I'm probably a little inflamed. And yeah, that's the biggest thing I can think of. But if you are in prep, or furthermore, if like you're just in a like your weight loss journey or you're building muscle, I think it is really important to weigh in daily. I'm not somebody who speaks in a lot of absolutes, like you got to do this, but I truly think weighing in daily first thing in the morning is really valuable, because weight fluctuates day to day, right? Your weight can fluctuate for so many different reasons. So I think it's important to do daily weights, because if you only weigh in once or twice per week, you may be really discouraged, because who knows, maybe you weigh in on a day where your weight's fluctuating up. So I weigh in daily first thing in the morning, like I said, before food, before water. Unfortunately, maybe my weight was up a little bit this morning because, well, actually another two things. I am getting ready to start my time of the month in a few days. And then also, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet, if you know what I mean, which I am taking something actually for that. I'm gonna show you a natural supplement later that I'm taking to kind of help with that, because usually I go later in the day, so that doesn't always work out in my favor in the morning. Sorry if that's TMI, but here to share it all with you guys. So before I ramble on forever, welcome to the video, you guys. Enjoy the day ahead, and I will catch you a little bit later. Before I forget, I told you guys I drink a little bit of a air quote cardio cocktail. So what I've been drinking before I do my fasted cardio is I'll put a little bit of this like sugar-free like lemonade enhancer into water, and then I'll put a scoop of my aminos from PESCIENCE, discount code lexiemait. I just think it tastes really good, and so that's what it's my little treat that I chug right before I do my cardio. So I'm gonna make that and then hop on the bike for my 30 minutes. Okay, so real quickly, don't mind my super red face. I literally just got done doing cardio. So I'm gonna show you guys something I've been doing recently. So I don't have a lot of time to film right now, but I'm going to quickly show you guys what I'm gonna make before I have to jump on some more calls. So I have been recently, I got this at the store the other day. This is psyllium husk powder. And actually my friend who is a competitor said that she's been taking it and it's really been helping her to like go to the bathroom regularly. So as you guys may me know who are watching, who are competitors, like that's something sometimes people struggle with. But essentially it's just like a natural form of fiber. So I'm gonna take a tablespoon of this. It really just like looks like it's just kind of like a flour. It doesn't taste good or anything, but I'm gonna add a tablespoon of this to my water, and I haven't added it yet because what happens is if you like mix it up with water and you let it sit, it'll turn into a gelatin powder, so it doesn't taste that great, honestly. But I'm gonna add a tablespoon of this to my water and chug that in front of you guys really quickly. So like I said, the key is you have to mix it up really quickly and chug it before it turns into like the gelatin. So I just mix it with my water and then we're gonna chug it. We're done. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't really taste with it like anything, but the part that gets me is it doesn't like really like dissolve into the water. So kind of one of those things. I just chug it so I can be done. But yes, I've been taking that for the past few days. Actually, yeah, just for 2 days now, and I think it's working. I don't want to like, you know, quote myself, but I feel like it's working. So now I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to whip up a really quick meal one, post cardio meal. I like to do my cardio fasted, like I said, and then I'm gonna make a meal one, just a small meal because I do have to hop on calls. So I don't have a lot of time, but I'll show you guys what I am going to make. Okay, so kind of a lot going on, but I wanted to show you guys what my meal one is and also show you guys some supplements I'm taking with this that I take every morning. So first, I guess before I forget, I will touch on the supplements I'm taking with my first meal. So as you guys know, I am now partnered with Cured Nutrition and I have used their products for a little while now. And like I had mentioned a couple videos ago, I do not partner with a company if I don't personally love and use the products, and I have loved their products so far. So these actually, I'm really excited to implement and continue implementing during my prep. So this is Rise, and essentially it just has CBD, and I believe it has lion's mane. So it's like a good substitute for caffeine in the morning. Lion's mane helps with like that cognitive focus, and then CBD just kind of helps for like naturally calming and also inflammation, which is huge in prep. I am also taking Aura every morning, and this is like a gut health and an immunity supplement all in one. Plus it has vitamin D, and it also has CBD. So again, these both have CBD in them, which are going to be really helpful for inflammation because that is something in prep that a lot of competitors, myself included, are prone to. And then I take one Symbiont GI digestive enzyme from PEScience with this meal. So I am just, it's not super exciting, but I'm just doing an apple and I have some cinnamon on top. I would air fry this because you guys know I love air fried cinnamon apples, but I really just don't have enough time to do that right now. So we're going to eat this. And then I have a hard-boiled egg. And then last but not least, this is my favorite new obsession. I have been making this like protein coffee drink. So essentially I add instant decaf coffee in here. And then I also add some chocolate truffle PEScience protein, which this flavor is so good, you guys. I love it. And when you add it to the instant coffee, it like gives me mocha vibes. And then you guys know I do this. I added a scoop of the chocolate greens from PEScience in this as well. So essentially it's just instant decaf coffee with protein and chocolate greens. So within this little meal / drink concoction, I've got the carbs from the apple, I've got some protein from the egg, a little bit of fat from the egg, and then some protein and some deliciousness in this drink. Literally, it tastes like I'm drinking like a sweet treat. I look forward to this every morning. So this is what I am sitting down to eat now. I'm gonna take this, sit down, because I've got some video calls to hop onto. What's up, you guys? So it has been it's been a hot minute since I've been on here last. I was literally just sitting here talking to my camera and I didn't even click record. Yep, so that just happened. I just sat here and talked to my camera, did this whole clip, and then realized I didn't record anything. So now it is recording, and I want to show you guys my latest, greatest obsession. This isn't really new because I've had these before. I just haven't bought them in a while. So you probably see them in the background. These tomato basil rice cakes, guys, best savory rice cake out there. And I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. You can see all the seasoning. They are so good. Like honestly, just plain. I eat them plain. I don't really put anything on them. If you wanted to put something on them, they'd probably be really good with like hummus or like whipped Greek cream cheese or little mini Baby Bell Laughing Cow cheese wedge. But I love these, and unfortunately they're really hard to find. I can only find them at one Target near me. So before anybody asks where to get them, look around at all of your grocery stores. I know back home in St. Louis, where I'm from, they carry it at like, there's a Deerbergs and a Schnucks back there. Those are grocery stores, and they carry them there. But like here, I can only find them at Target. So look around, but they are so good. And for one, it's 2 fat, 8 carb, and less than 1 gram of protein. So pretty low carb, has 2 fat, but I don't mind. They're so good. And honestly, rice cakes and prep really help to kind of kill that chip void for me. Not that I like chips really, but I like crunchy things. Like I like having something like food-wise that's crunchy. So this kind of kills that void. And I know I had talked about how in this prep, I talked about this in my last video, that I'm really making sure that this prep, or at least starting out, that I'm really prioritizing lots of whole foods, lots of nutrient-dense foods. The only like maybe processed foods I can think of that I'm having are going to be rice cakes and then peanut butter. Everything else is very whole foods. And part of the reason is 2 things. One, that's what digests best for me, and I am somebody that has very sensitive digestion. So if I eat too much processed foods, or if I eat too much volume in my foods, then I find that my digestion is not great. And then second off is in prep, I really try to minimize as much packaged foods within reason. Of course, I'm eating the rice cakes and the peanut butter, but because it just allows me to be more precise with calories. Sometimes with packaged foods, calories aren't always as precise. So if I'm eating all whole foods and I'm making all of my own food, that allows me to be a lot more precise with like, I know exactly what calories I'm getting in. With like packages, you just never know. I mean, a package, you know, a pack of something could be labeled as 100 calories, but maybe it's really 120 calories. That can add up over time, right? And in prep, you know, I want to put the disclaimer out there that prep is extreme. Prep is not just a normal diet. So a lot of things I'm gonna do are gonna be, they may seem a little extra strict, but that's just my approach. And please by no means feel like you guys have to take this approach. Oh, and I wanted to give you guys a little update too on this past week. So I have been in prep for a little over a week. I will put my progress pictures here. So those are my progress pictures from this week's check-in. My coach did not change anything this week. My weight was down about 1 pound on average. So I mentioned earlier in this video that I do daily weigh-ins, and so I'll take the average for that whole week. I always send all of my weigh-ins to my coach though, so he can have more data, just because like the more data, the better for him, in my opinion. So my weight was down about 1 pound on average. The past few days, it's like been the same, or it's gone up a little bit. And like I said earlier in this video, I think the reason my weight was up this morning was probably just because I trained legs yesterday and like I'm holding a little bit of inflammation. But yeah, everything stayed the same this week. Oh, and also you guys be on the lookout because Paul Ravella, my coach, and we are going to be doing another series about my prep on his video, not like a vlog style, but more of a like sit down informative, the science behind bikini prep. So subscribe to his channel. I will put his channel information below. And if there's anything you guys want to see us specifically talk about from like a coach client standpoint, comment below. But I am going to get ready to go and train. I'm going to walk to the gym today. I belong to 2 different gyms, and today I'm just gonna go to the one that's like close because I just have upper body. But I will catch you guys in a little bit probably when I get back from the gym. So I am at straight from the gym to Walgreens, and I thought I got lucky because there was no car line. There's one other car in like the lane next to me, and then I'm the first one in this lane. Thought I got lucky because normally there's a big line, and I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes and nobody is coming to the window. Kind of annoying. So let's see how long this takes. But I'm here to pick up a prescription. Then I'm headed to the grocery store, what is new, just to pick up a few things, and then headed back to my apartment. My apartment actually has bingo tonight, and the only reason I have considered going is because there are really good prizes and there are a lot of them. But I don't know, I'm still kind of like torn. It depends what time I get back to my apartment, but I may hit up Bingo for some good prizes. They're giving away like a NutriBullet, a couple of other things, but I don't know. It's like, do I want to do it? Do I not want to? We'll see. So I just got home. Well, I got home like 20 minutes ago. I took a quick shower, didn't wash my hair because it is a non-hair wash day. I don't wash my hair every day. And I decided I'm gonna go to Bingo. So I took another look at the prizes that my apartment complex has for Bingo, and there's some really good prizes. There's like a $100 Lululemon gift card, and there's also like a Ninja Foodie air fryer. And honestly, with as much as I use my air fryer, I feel like it could break at any time, knock on wood. So I'm gonna go try it out. It's just at my apartment lounge, or lounge if I can talk. It's in about 20 minutes, so we'll see what happens. What is there to lose, right? I go up, I do Bingo, I don't win anything, but fingers crossed I do win something, and I will report back. And before I go up there, I am going to brew a cup of night tea. So those of you guys who watch this channel religiously know I've talked about this tea before, red rose tea. I get it on Amazon. So good. And I'm thinking I'm gonna brew a cup of lemon cake to take up there with me. Okay, so just got back from Bingo night. No prize for me, but it was fun. It was so crowded. The reason I went is because the prizes were so good. I didn't think that many people would go because there's a lot going on downtown tonight, which is where I live. And yeah, I was wrong. That was like, I feel like there were so many people up there, but I just got back to my apartment. I'm going to make my last meal, and I'm going to show you guys what it is because I've been on a little bit of a kick. I really find that in prep, honestly, this is just me in general, I find these like meals and combinations that I love, and like I'll stick with them for a long time. You guys probably recognize that in my last time I was in prep in 2021, because I did vlog a lot during that, that I would eat a lot of the same things, like my zucchini oats, my edamame, my like I would just eat a lot of the same things. And so that's kind of what I find myself doing again, is like finding these meals and these combinations that I really like. So it may sound kind of weird and it may not sound amazing, but it is essentially just cooked spinach, peas, air fried chicken, and a little bit of cottage cheese. So that is kind of my concoction, and the cottage cheese just acts as like a little bit of a sauce or like a dressing. Then that kind of sounds weird, so that's what I'm gonna make. One of the things I have been really trying this prep is to finish my food earlier in the day. So it's not that early, it's like 8 p.m., but I probably won't go to bed for like 2 more hours. So the reason I like to do that is because I like to wake up in the morning with a very empty stomach. That way I'm not holding on to any food, and that way I don't step on the scale, and that way my weight isn't up. Not that I'd be too concerned, because obviously if my weight was up, I would know it's because there's undigested food in my stomach, but I'm really trying to get the most valid weigh-ins every morning. And this is what I tell my clients a lot, is there's nothing wrong with eating late at night or before bed. You just have to know that when you go to bed with a lot of food volume in your stomach, you're laying down all night, your digestion is going to slow, and chances are, depending on what you eat before you go to bed, you're probably going to wake up with food still in your stomach. So if you weigh in, expect it to be a little bit higher, but that's, it's not fat gain, it's just that weight from the food that's in your stomach. So I understand sometimes with people's schedules, like every once in a while we have to eat later than we would want, and that's fine. But just for me right now, I'm really focusing on eating my last meal and moving a little bit afterwards. Not that I'm gonna like go on a walk or anything, but just moving a little bit around my apartment. That way, after I eat the food, I'm moving a little bit. It helps with digestion, and then I can go to bed with a light stomach, and then wake up without any food in my stomach. So gonna make my last meal, and I will show you guys the beautiful meal that is. I swear a lot of my meals are not that pretty, but I feel like the least appealing looking meals usually taste the best. I don't know if that's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna make that meal and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okie dokie, ending the night with my lovely last meal. I told you it's nothing appealing to the eye. We've got some cottage cheese, peas, cooked spinach, and chicken tenderloins with a little bit of mustard drizzled on top, and that little like the flaky like seasoning stuff. is nutritional yeast. Love nutritional yeast. I have been using it so much recently, and if you don't know what that is, essentially I get it at Sprouts in the bulk section, but it kind of tastes like cheese. It's like a nuttier version of cheese is like what it tastes like to me, and it's very, very rich in B vitamins. So not only is it really nutrient dense, and like I told you guys, I'm really focused on lots of whole foods, lots of nutrient dense foods right now. So nutritional yeast is a great way to flavor your food, and it's got amazing nutritional benefits. So that is my last meal. So I'm gonna eat this, then do a little work and walk around a little bit in my apartment, just like clean a little bit. Like I said, try to get in some movement after my last meal, or not necessarily exercise, but just like, you know, stay up and moving a little bit so I can help this digest before I go to bed later. All right, YouTube, so I'm gonna wrap up today's little vlog. It is getting a little late and I am going to get to bed, but that is gonna wrap up today's vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below if there is anything you guys want to see in future videos. I actually do travel to the Olympia in Las Vegas this next week, so I will vlog that. But comment below what you guys want to see later on in this prep series. And if you have made it this far, thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel for weekly uploads at the very minimum. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.